The Thunder are cooking something big regarding their recent draft picks and someone that they signed to an undrafted free agent two-way deal out of Iowa. Yes, you heard me right, all right? I am talking about an undrafted guy that could potentially turn into a big thing for the Oklahoma City Thunder, not to mention Thomas Sorber, who they drafted with the 15th pick overall. Then Brooks Barnheiser, 44th overall. I know two-way contracts, second round guys, undrafted guys usually don't turn into anything. But when you look at the track record that Presti has regarding second round picks and undrafted talent, it's a pretty good track record. Just to name some people off that list are Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, all right, Jalen Williams, J. Will, okay. All these guys that played key parts to the Thunder winning an NBA championship is what makes these guys so special, because he has a knack for finding talent late in round and getting some good value picks and undrafted guys to sign with the Thunder that end up turning into some big deal players. All right. So we're going to break down the grades that I'm giving everyone for these guys as well. So, grades Ryland Styles gave them over on Sports Illustrated as well. Kind of break down what I am feeling about these three particular guys right now. Before we get into all of that, though, quick moment, recognize we're at 4,590 subscribers by the time I'm making this video. We might have more than that by, the time this gets out there. And so I just want to thank you guys for the constant support and engagement that you guys have shown this channel over here. All right. It really does mean the world what you guys have been doing for Thunder Digest. Hitting that subscribe button. All right. So thank you guys for the constant support for all my current subscribers right now. If you don't want to miss a single minute of the action going on for your NBA champions this offseason, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. With that out of the way, let's go ahead, get into talking about these draft picks, all right? First guy that we're going to talk about is, of course, the highlight of this Thunder draft class, Thomas Sorber, all right, out of Georgetown. He was a great pickup, okay? I know when I talked about him, he wasn't my number one option, all right? Derek Queen was my number one option. Sorber is a great guy to take at 15, though. All right. Top 3 center in this draft class. He might go down as the best center in this draft class. It'll be close between him and Queen. I think Queen has a horrible fit in New Orleans, though, when they took him. All right. So let's go ahead and look into what Ryland Styles had to say about him. And me and him share the same sentiment. All right. The Thunder get a 6'9" forward with a 7'6" wingspan while checking in at 262 pounds. His wingspan isn't just best in class, but among the best in the entire league. His physical size is something the Bricktown Ballers don't currently roster. I love that nickname, the Bricktown Ballers. Sorber will spend a lot of time as a center in lineups under head coach Mark Daigneault, but can also move up to the power forward spot with his size in conjunction with his athleticism, which allows him to handle the likes of Aaron Gordon, Pascal Siakam, and PJ Washington, an archetype that has given Oklahoma City trouble the past 2 seasons. His defense is truly elite and ready made for a day one impact in Bricktown. Sorber ranks high in the 89th percentile defensively according to Synergy. He is elite as a low man protecting the rim, especially coming from the weak side, while disrupting pick and roll offenses at an elite level. So that's a quick little rundown of Sorber, all right, what he brings, all right? It's a great pickup. It absolutely is. Only thing I wouldn't agree with Ryland right now is the day one impact. I don't know how much of an impact he'll make day one. Maybe game 40 is when we start to see him truly making an impact with his team, getting more time. Maybe that's when we see it. And especially next season, I think is when you immediately see that impact of this draft pick. As soon as Hartenstein is done with that contract, that's when you're going to see the impact of Thomas Sorber. That is when you're going to see it. But this coming season, 2025-2026 season, you could see him get some time and impact this team at a winning level. You very well could. Now let's get into the grade that he gave him. Let's get into the grade that he gave Sorber. Our reports that Sorber is a great teammate and contagiously positive. So far, the rookie has said all the right things, even down to labeling Thunderstruck his favorite movie, a flick that even led actor Kevin Durant and the kid star alongside him wouldn't pick as their top billing. He was raved about the Thunder faithful before stepping foot in Bricktown as a member of the roster, and oh yeah, Nick Gallo, enjoy more towels laid upon your head as Sorber brought those Thunder tactics to Georgetown midway through the season. Grade A+. I would have gave him an A grade. I think that's what I gave him on the last one on sports. It was an A or A minus, mainly because of the questions surrounding his offensive game. Can he develop into a better offensive player? Can you develop a 3-point shot with him? I think there is potential to develop a 3-point shot when you look at his mid-range game and his free throw numbers. So yeah, I think you can definitely develop him offensively, but there's that off chance. What if you don't? All right. What if you don't develop him? That's why I have it like an A minus. Okay. It's great value. All right. He's a great pick at 15. Yes, he fits the mold of what the Thunder need right now. It's just a question of, can he develop that offensive game? That's it. That's all the question is, all right? I do think he's going to make an impact defensively, and I think that's why the Thunder took him. They want to mold this team as a defensive juggernaut. They don't care about shooting or scoring. They're like, we can live with scoring 110, 115 points a game as long as we don't let up up more than 100 points each game, because they have the chance to do that next season, to be the best defense of all time at this rate. Now let's get into the next guy we're going to talk about, Brooks Barnheiser, all right? And this is someone a lot of people are not really talking about. He is an insanely good pickup for the Thunder at pick number 44. Incredible pick, an NBA agent told Thunder on SI. One of the smartest players in the draft, great size and work ethic, easy path to impact in a couple of years. This was an eye-popping text. It hits the scribe's phone unprompted and from an agent with prospects still on the board that doesn't even represent Barnheiser. Just pure excitement as a basketball fan who scouts the draft year round. All signs point to the Oklahoma City Thunder shuffling Barnheiser to a two-way pack this summer. This is a path that many Thunder second-rounders have taken before him, most notably Aaron Wiggins and A.J. Mitchell on this current championship roster. It's unclear who would be that odd man out in that scenario of the Thunder's two-way trio, Adam Flagler, Brandon Carlson, and Alex Dukas, but the fresh blood of Barnheiser is too tempting to pass up. The more I think about it, I'll have to check. I'll let you guys know in the comment section below who wrote this article. I was pretty sure it's Ryland Styles. I'll have to check that. It could have been Derek Parker or someone else over there at Sports Illustrated. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that later on. After I'm done recording here. But Brooks Barnheiser, great pickup. All right. Yes, he's on that two-way deal. So you'll probably have to say goodbye to one. I say probably more than likely have to say goodbye to one of Flagler, Carlson, or Dukas. All right. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who they decide there. All right. But you're going to have to say goodbye to one of them by next season. So it'll be interesting to see what happens and where they end up. Good luck to, whoever it is, and best of luck wherever you end up. It was great while it lasted here in Oklahoma City. I just think it's an insanely good pickup. I truly do. At 44, you're getting texts from agents saying, yeah, this dude's legit. It's an incredible pick, all right? He fits the mold of what the Thunder want to do. Defensive tenacity. This dude had his teeth knocked out, all right? Had to have surgery on his jaw, and 2 days later, came back and played in a game. You can't teach that kind of work ethic. You can't. You straight up can't do that. That is absurd. That is straight up absurdity to see happen. And he's going to fit the Thunder perfectly because of that mentality. And I think it's Ryland, once again, Sports Illustrated. Whoever it was over here, I'll have to check and give him credit in the down below. All right. The rookie is also a special mid-range operator used in the middle of the floor to nail rise-up jumpers en route to 17 points per game as a senior and 11-point per game scorer in his college career. Ultimately, this is a well-warranted flyer for the Oklahoma City Thunder in the second round. Who amongst us is going to question is the Bricktown Ballers can take a player with this foundation of skills and turn him into a legitimate contributor? Certainly not. I grade a B+. I gave this an A+. I gave this one an A+ grade. No way of getting around it because of the value of it. You got one of the best defenders in the draft class at pick 44. All right. Yes, he's a little bit on the older side. I think he's 22, 23 years old. Yes, that sucks. Okay. That just means he's experienced. That's all it means. It means he's ready to contribute at the pro level and he's ready to help us win some championships. It'll turn into a discussion that I think he's going to play so good in the G League on a two-way contract that the Thunder will have to look at giving him a full-time NBA contract, get him off that two-way deal. I think that's how good he's going to play for Oklahoma City. I truly believe that. His defense is great, all right? He has signs of a shot. He didn't shoot that well in college. He shot 26% from three. Who's another player that shot 26% from three in college? Jay Will. And what's happening now? He's called off the bench to be a center that can shoot threes. It's different at the NBA level. Catch and shoot situations. That's why I love this guy. He will thrive in a catch and shoot situation in OKC. Just give him some time in the G League, all right? It's not even a development thing. Let him prove himself in the G League. Have him play a game at the NBA level, all right? Have him play some games there and prove, look, you need to get me off this two-way deal. Because the Thunder might have just struck gold with Brooks Barnheiser. They very well could have just struck gold, and I believe it. I'm a big believer on Barnheiser right now. The more I watch tape, the more I look at him. The final guy that we're going to be talking about that has gone under a lot of radars for the Thunder is Iowa's Peyton Sandfort, as he agreed to a deal with the Oklahoma City Thunder. A source told ESPN. He's a 6'7" wing and he made a barrage of threes in college while filling up the box score of assists and blocks. And I don't have the stats or anything pulled up. I do have a little highlight video of him, though, that we can kind of look at. All right, right here, you're going to see him, boom, just pull up from deep. Look at that. Look at that. He's pulling up from deep. That's way beyond NBA range. Way beyond NBA range. Look at that. Boom, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Transition threes as well. That's good to see. Look, off the dribble threes, bang. He is making these shots. And I don't know if he's going to play at all at the NBA level. I don't think he's going to get many games. He's an undrafted free agent on a two-way deal. There's no telling what the Thunder are going to do with him after Summer League. But you're looking at him making these shots. I get why you're taking a chance on him as an undrafted free agent, all right? You could use a little bit of this next year. You could. I don't know. Like I said, do I think he's going to end up making it on the NBA roster? No. He might get signed to a G League deal after Summer League. That might happen, all right? It's probably the most possible scenario. However, undrafted free agent, you're having this guy in your system to see if he can develop into something in a year or two. I'll take that. All these guys that they got this year, insanely good value at their picks. Sorber, as a top 3 center in this class, who might go down as a top 5 player in the class if he develops correctly. That's great to get him at pick 15. It's kind of similar to Nikola Topic. And don't mention, he's pretty much going to be involved in this rookie draft class as well in Nikola Topic. All right. Next guy, Barnheiser at 44. Insanely great value. This might be the steal of the draft. This very well could be the steal of the draft, and they strike gold with Barnheiser. And finally, Peyton. Oh, God, I'm forgetting his name. Sandfort. I just wanted to say Sandstorm for some reason. It's Sandfort. I knew it had sand in it. Peyton Sandfort. All right. Great shooter. Do I think he's going to play at the NBA level? No. Get him in the G League, see what he does in Summer League. All right, keep him in the system and see if he develops into something. That's all I got for this video. Let me know who you're most excited to see play for the Oklahoma City Thunder regarding this rookie draft class. And you can even throw in Nikola Topic as well, as he will technically be a rookie next season. That's all I got for this video. See you guys in the next one.